Hello again, everyone. We are Gaming by Gaslight, and welcome back to Starbound Frackin Univserse. So when we last left off, we had just been digging our way down to the core of that cybernetic world, and since then, I have come back, and I've been gathering materials to upgrade everything. And I guess, first of all, to make a carbon plate, you need carbon, and to get carbon, you can chuck diamonds or coal into the extractolator here. And we also needed half the amount of methanol, which is found in the extraction lab, and some iodine, which you can get from kelp, which of course you can find in the ocean, which allows us to make all the cool things that we need, such as advanced circuits, which are made of graphene, and graphene is made out of carbon plates, methanol, and iodine, which is why we needed the methanol and the iodine. Anyway, let's start upgrading things, shall we? Let's see. So titanium, advanced plastics, bars. All right, so here we are. Everything is now upgraded to maximumness. What do we need here? All right, a little bit of that. Now we've got our, again, maximumness, as I am calling it for some inexplicable, silly reason. There we are. All right. And this goes to that. Let's see. Now, I don't think... Yeah, I still need quantum processors and power cores. Let's take a quick look to see what is required for that. Let's see. Quantum processor. What do I need for that? Ooh, advanced Xeno lab. So we still have upgrade stuff to do. We just, let's see. Advanced processor and prototype bar. You know what? I could actually make that. We have prototype bars and advanced processors, or at least the materials to make them. Zerchesium bars and power cores. Let's see. Power core. Power core, right there. Static cell and Neptunian rod. So, you know what, we can get this stuff going on right now. Let's see. Or, rather here. We do have Neptunium around here somewhere, don't we? Neptunium. Sure I have Neptunium. There you are. I knew you were hiding in there somewhere. You know what? I'll just, what was it? Titanium? Titanium. Oh, I have titanium on me, silly me. Zerchesium, though. And we have protosite. Zerchesium, though. Let's see. Oh. No, I don't have zerchesium. All right. In that case... Alright, never mind. We'll stuff everything back in the locker for the time being. There we are. And we'll come back to all this by the by. What the heck. I'll sort all this properly eventually, and in fact, if I start building a pipe network and such, we'll probably get an even better thing. But that was just a quick look at all the various things we've got going, and I threw my spear away and then picked it up again, as I tend to do. So let's see. Zerchesium bar, quantum processor, power core. Processor and power core I can make, but I'll save that for off camera, because I don't like rummaging around for all my crafting materials on camera, because I figure that's probably boring. So we need zerchesium. And where could I find zerchesium? I think for that answer, I will cut away for a second, consult the wiki, and I will be right back. Alright, so here we are. Oh, wrong thing. So what are we looking for again? It was, I've already forgot what I'm looking for. Some kind of material that's found in mountain worlds. I'm an idiot. I've already forgotten what we came here looking for. Oh, boy. Oh, wait. Is it this? No. That's just sulfur. Regular, ordinary sulfur. What? Ooh, it's, Muffalo. That's it. There we go. Alright, so this looks like it's a pretty... Oh, zerchesium, that's what we're looking for. I knew I'd remember it. Ooh, I'm flying. Now I might let those things stab me a couple of times. Ooh, what's this? Is that the zerchesium I desperately need? It is! Slightly harder than tungsten, zerchesium is also revered for its ability to manipulate explosive force with ease. That's good. Ah! I knew it was there, and yet it popping up still managed to startle me somehow. Also, has anyone noticed that I seem to have really bad luck with constantly showing up on worlds that are completely dark? Ah, stop stabbing me, you damn dirty apes. Even though you're not actually apes, I'm gonna call you apes anyway for no particular reason. You're more like floating fish things. Hello. You guys dying of poison over here? The answer is, oh, good, dear God. Alright, well, I'm killing baby Fluffalo. I mean, that definitely has to make me a great person. And, you know, truly, oh God. Oh God! Alright, note to self, keep, why am I not just using the shortcut keys? That would make a lot more sense. Also, I still didn't make more medication bar thingy-mabobs while I was, here. Alright. This is a scary world. I'll be honest with you. It's probably one of the most terrifying planets I've been to yet, just because of the vast holes that seem to show up in the ground. Anyway, but overall, we seem to be doing well. We're loading up on sulfur, which is probably going to help us out in the long run. Getting all kinds of dirt and stone, which is also, again, good. Lots of minerals. I wonder what else may or may not be on this particular planet that we are exploring. Is that zerchesium right there? It was not. Alright. Let's slowly make our way back to the surface. Oh, also, key thing I should point out, I've been slowly upgrading this. We have a healing 2 augment in there, so we now will have a passive healing buff. Ooh, is that a diamond over there? I do believe it is, my good sir. Alright, I'll create some weird bobbly... Whoa! Weird bobbly thing like that. Whoa, easy. Just wobbling back and forth like I'm drunk, which I may or may not be, or at least my glitch may or may not be. I would never record a video drunk. That would be silly. And again, that would probably lead to all kinds of hilarious hijinks. That would be great for the ratings. But, ratings are not everything. Not as great as self-respect. Which, I guess when you're fighting poop monsters for a living, that is something that is not easy to come by. Anyway, let's keep going here and try to ignore the madness that engulfs our lives. And the obsessive yes, of, come on, stab it, oh God, I hate poop monsters. Just keep spreading, growing, and spreading some more. It's terribly or unhygienic, non-hygienic, something. Some words that I am struggling to get out of my mouth. There we are. Just scan some of that. And back up to the surface. It also occurs to me I could probably keep these pipes, because it seems that Frackin Universe incorporates... is it Pipes Plus? I think it's Pipes Plus that I'm thinking of. As the... Which, is a useful storage-y, type system thing here. There we go. Ah! Stop it. Damnable poop monsters. This is my life now. This is all my life amounts to, is just wandering into dirty old dungeons and fighting living poop. Living fecal matter. Truly a dignified way to live one's life. And exactly what we have all strived towards and hoped for in our lives. Or something like that. Anyway, let's make sure we have picked up all the possible books. Alright, we already know that codex, so we don't need it. And make sure we scan everything, because eventually we may want to incorporate our own fecal material dungeons into the game. Oh, a bunny. Alright. Ah! Run away. Oh God. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Don't do it. There we go. Alright, let's just kind of carry along. Surely we'll find some interesting dungeons to go explore. Surely. Ah, damn it, I wasn't fast enough. These types of enemies always annoy me, just because of the fact that they become invincible for periods of time, which really throws off my flow of combat. But such is life. Alright. Anything else cool on these towering mountain worlds? Most specifically, is there anything cool up here? The answer appears to be no, other than that giant bird. But I'm not too worried about giant birds right now. Oh god. Okay, let's just get the heck out of here. And away we go. Oh, hello there, Mr. Ah! No, they're trying to kill me! Why? Why is everything always trying to kill me? What did I do to you? I literally just landed here. I'm not trying to rape and or pillage your world. Which prison wagon? Now this... Oh, I can sleep in it. Now this kind of makes me wonder to myself, is this something that's actually available in vanilla, or is it added by the mod, or was this one of those things that there was content that was in the game, but then it got removed? Ah, delicious hot chocolate. These are the questions. Oh god. Stop it. Alright, much better. Much better. There is a significantly lower chance of me dying now that I am inside the safety and security of my yellow submarine. There's also an alpaca man living here. Hello, alpaca man. Hardy stone furniture makes an alpaca happy, I tell ya. That's pretty cool. I also like the music that's playing right now. This is a nice house. You have a nice home, Mr. Alpaca Man. Well, actually, you had a female voice, so Mrs. Alpaca Man. Or Miss. You could be single. I don't know. Not my place to ask these kinds of questions. Alright, let's, we're in a steam spring. Who doesn't love a good old-fashioned steam spring? My goodness. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god, there's too many of them. Hey, try not to die. If you can help it. There we go. That worked out nicely. Already scanned one of these. Haven't scanned one of those. Haven't stabbed one of these. Well, he was stuck, so I got him out. So, you know, you can thank me later, Mr. Birdman thing. Though I did kind of trap you underwater. Or, underground. I was looking at the water and... Anyway. Yes. Mountain land. You know what? I feel I really should be at maximum zoom while we're doing these things. Gives us a much better perspective on where we're going. So I do hope my yellow submarine does not die on me. That'd make me very sad. Stupid glowing things. Always attacking me. Why can't you leave me alone? What did I ever do to you? Oh, thankfully these submarines seem to have just a Titanic amount of health. Whatever I'm trying to say here. There we go. What the heck are you? Hello? What have I become? Is it over? What are you? What have I become? My dreams are haunted by a giant ape. What does this mean? Wait. What are you? Are you apes? Were you apes? Is this what the apex looked like before they got all apexy? I don't know. I have never seen this before. Just kind of... Cigars away! I keep forgetting that I have a means of killing these damnable things. And it's got homing missiles on it, so that's always a plus. All right, I'll just kill myself. Gonna have to repair. Gonna have to repair my ship at some point. The trusty SS submarine. SS submarine. I'll call it whatever the heck I want, I guess. Anyway, so steam springs. Those are always fun. Little robot fish. Now, the movements of the submarine are getting a little rough, so I'm kind of wondering if it's dying on me, or if the game is dying on me as a result of so much going on. Especially being so zoomed out like this. Not... Oh, no, we're going down! We're going down! My poor submarine. Hey, cover! Oh, wait, there's nothing there. Oh, dear God. Leave me alone. Alright. Back in. Alright. All this time, and I've never scanned some of these objects, apparently. Well, we found some kind of abandoned mining operation. That's possibly going to lead to cool stuff. You don't know that it won't. So let's dive on down, see what's going on in this part of the world. I am mostly convinced this is not a vanilla dungeon that we are in. Whenever I find something that is not vanilla, I always get a little excited. It's always nice to find these new and exciting things. Because at the end of the day, that's really what Starbound is all about. It's about that adventure and exploration. And if you don't have that, then you don't have a game, says I. And let's see. So what else? Oh, God. Let's just escape. There we go. This planet is overrun with bloody purple floaty things. And I, for one, am not happy about it. Oh, wait, I should be cutting all these weird things down, because you never know when they're going to have something useful, like cell material or bile samples. Good stuff. Good stuff all around. And so we have the angry attacking monster people things. Actually, you know what? I really should just make a bunch of capture pods and then be capturing these things, because if I capture them, then it counts towards the pet collection, and then if I convert them into action figures, it counts towards the action figure collection. Thus, I grow ever closer to my 100% complete bonus, which is nothing. It would be kind of cool if you got some kind of silly shirt or something. You know, I collected or filled out all the collections in Starbound, and all I got was this lousy t-shirt. Fun times. Ooh, alien fruit. That's always good, probably, assuming it is edible to me. I have to assume it is. As I just, you know, deforest this entire planet. And what could possibly go wrong with that? Nothing, says I. You know what I also like? I'm not sure if it's just a Frackin Universe thing, but it felt like in yonder vanilla Starbound, literally every monster, with like the exception of one or two, and a chicken just fell out of the sky. I don't have room for it? Oh, right, I guess because of all that alien fruit I picked up. That makes a lot of sense. I should chuck a lot of this stuff into the extractor just to see what comes out. Ouch. And I do need to be collecting various things because things being plants, because we are eventually going to want to mix them in our Xeno lab. I'll just trash that. Alrighty then. Little rascal herb, huh? It mildly disturbs me that there are chickens falling out of the sky. But, you know what, let's not think about that too much. And we'll be okay. Also, now that I don't need it so much, I'm getting just a lifetime supply of infinite chicken here. So, yay me, I guess. Anyway, it is nice that we have escaped mountains and are now in a comparatively friendly little fungal ichor. Or ichor. That's a word that I've also never heard pronounced out loud, so I'm not actually sure how close or how far I am from getting the right pronunciation. But oh well. Close enough. Probably. As long as you can understand what I'm saying, it doesn't matter what I'm actually saying, right? That's the logic I'll operate under. At least that's the logic I try to operate under. A lot of people, like I've noticed, they get really, like, self-conscious and feel like they're terrible at writing or speaking or something. And, I mean, granted, you should generally strive to have some level of correct spelling and grammar, but the most important part of language in general is just being understood. And naturally, of course, correct spelling and grammar is a good way towards actually being understood, but you don't need to be perfect. And I feel a lot of people don't give themselves enough credit when it comes to that. And that's something that's, you know, a topic that's pretty near and dear to my heart, which is why I'm bringing it up. Because, I mean, even in university, I took, like, a couple of writing classes just because I figured, why not? Why not? It'll be easy. I'm pretty good at writing. I enjoy writing anyway. And, yeah, and I found, except for the one creative writing class I took, which I took because, not so much that I needed help with creative writing, well, that's bordering into getting a bit narcissistic. What I mean is, not so much that in case you don't know, I consider myself something of a writer, but anyway, in my non-creative writing classes, I only took one. Could have taken more, but I kind of was done with university by then, so didn't end up taking any more. Yeah, the idea, I guess I'm trying to get across here, is that any writing-heavy classes where we had to, critique one another in general, except for, again, said creative writing class, because that was a class that was, you know, most of the people in it were, you know, avid writers, but I'm getting off topic here repeatedly. Basically, where I'm trying to go here is that it seems, in general, a lot of people that I have met over the years tend to think of themselves as being bad writers. And in general, that's actually not even close to the truth. A lot of people, like, you know, they're not necessarily like the next Hemingway or something. I don't really know why I use Hemingway as example, because I don't really read Hemingway myself. But he is generally acknowledged as, you know, one of the greats of the literary world. And wait, are you actually doing damage to me? Okay, they are. Anyway, but, you know, like, you don't have to be, like, the greatest writer of all time to be a decent writer. And the key the key point of writing is just to get an idea across. And most people can actually get their ideas across far more effectively than they think. That's basically the lesson I'm trying to, or the moral of the story that I want it to convey. And I haven't really talked about this dungeon we're in. It's a pretty cool dungeon. Kind of florin thing. It doesn't look like a dungeon I've come across before myself, but it does look similar enough to some dungeons that I've come across that it could possibly be a vanilla dungeon. But again, not entirely sure. I'm gonna just assume it's not a vanilla dungeon until I'm told otherwise, just because it does look just different enough that it might be a variant of a vanilla dungeon that was added in Frackin Univserse, or it could actually be a vanilla dungeon and I'm just an idiot. It happens. I mean, it's really, when dealing with me, it's really a 50-50 either way. Some would say it is greater than 50-50, but I will not acknowledge that argument right now. Yes. Anyway, lots of fun, lots of excitement and exploration, and I figure, you know what? I might stay on this world for another episode just to go down to the core. But then again, I don't need to go to the core of every planet we come across. And in fact, I don't think we really need to go down to the core of this world, because I don't think there's anything particular that we want here. We've got our zerchesium, and I'll probably off-camera farm up some more, just to be safe and make sure we actually have enough. And I'm also going to mine this right here, just because what is that? Just mascanite, however you want to call it. Just to make sure we've got all the stuff that we might want going forward. And again, I'll also have to chuck some stuff into the old extractinator, so we can get a bit of progress going towards stuff like, oh, you know what? Let's wrap this episode up with a challenge door. We haven't done one of these in a while. We also haven't done any archaeology type stuff in a while, so I'm gonna have to see if I can craft some delightful little archaeological tools so that we can actually go forward with that. Because that would be nice. I mean, who doesn't like a bit of, you know, digging up the past? Dang it, I am the man on fire, and I don't care for your shenanigans here. Alright, here we go. Actually, you know what? Let's, oh god, that was a bad idea. That threw off my jump entirely. Nope, nope, nope. Okay. Self, don't ever do that again. There we go, we'll just do the old swingaroo. And a little bit. Alright, there we go. What is this? Oh, it's a jump boost. That's much better than what I was afraid it might have been. Of course, we are too powerful. Not that powerful, but, oh god. Note to self, don't do that again. Or that. Well, that was a different challenge room than one I've seen before, so I'm disappointed in myself for failing it due to gross incompetence on my part. But it did get us back to the ship, so I will... Once again, I'll do some inventory management and spring cleaning, and what is this? Resistance. Oh yeah, that's right, we can stick stuff in here and get other stuff back, so I'll have to look into that as well. But for the time being, that's going to do it for this episode, so until the next time, thank you all for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button, or maybe leave me a comment to let me know what you're thinking down below, and I will see you all in the next video.